Recent events at Jerusalem's Dome of the Rock, sacred to Jews, Christians and Muslims, have revealed startling findings, potentially reshaping Israel's future and echoing biblical prophecies. This magnificent structure was built in the late 7th century by Umayyad Caliph Abd al-Malik ibn Marwan, marking an important era in the history of the region. The dome is not just a beautiful sight to behold, it holds immense significance to three major religions: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Each faith views this site through a unique lens, imbuing it with a different layer of spirituality and historical relevance. For Muslims, the Dome of the Rock is a sacred site believed to be the spot where Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven. This event, known as the Isra and Miraj, is one of the most significant in Islamic tradition. The dome, therefore, is not just a physical structure, but a symbol of a divine journey, a connection between the earthly and the heavenly. For Jews, this site carries a different yet equally profound significance. The Temple Mount on which the Dome of the Rock stands is believed to be the location of the first and second temples of Jerusalem. These temples were central to Jewish worship and are key elements of Jewish history and tradition. Christians, on the other hand, view the Dome of the Rock and the Temple Mount with reverence due to their connections to key figures and events in Christian history, including Jesus Christ and the prophets. Despite these differing perspectives, one common thread runs through all interpretations of the Dome of the Rock: its unique architectural design. Unlike typical mosques, the dome's design is a blend of various architectural styles, reflecting the rich, diverse history of the region it stands in. This unique architecture, distinct from typical mosques, suggests a deeper religious significance potentially tied to Islamic and Byzantine eschatological beliefs. The Dome of the Rock, therefore, is more than just a structure. It's a symbol of shared human history, faith, and the enduring quest for spiritual understanding. Does archaeology have the power to challenge and reshape our historical narratives? That's a question we often ponder, and nowhere does it hold more weight than beneath the golden Dome of the Rock, where the history of three great religions intertwine in a dance of faith, culture, and time. In the labyrinth of history buried under the dome, archaeologists have unearthed findings that challenge traditional narratives and beckon us to reevaluate what we thought we knew. These discoveries, spanning from the Second Temple period to the Byzantine era, hint at a far more complex history than previously thought. Picture this: the Second Temple period, a time of great religious significance for Jews. It was during this era that the Second Temple, a central element in Jewish religious life, stood in all its glory. Recent excavations have unveiled remnants from this period, suggesting the existence of a vibrant Jewish society on the Temple Mount. Fast forward to the Byzantine period, a time when the Roman Empire embraced Christianity. Artifacts from this era, discovered beneath the dome, point to a strong Byzantine presence on the Temple Mount. These discoveries, such as Christian symbols etched onto ancient pottery, tell a tale of a time when the Mount was a hub of Christian activity. But the plot thickens. The very architecture of the dome, distinct from typical mosques, whispers tales of deeper religious significance. Could it possibly be tied to the eschatological beliefs of the Islamic and Byzantine eras? That's a question that continues to fuel the curiosity of historians and archaeologists alike. So what do these archaeological revelations mean? They paint a picture of a Temple Mount that was a melting pot of cultures, religions, and history. A place where faiths converged, coexisted, and left their indelible marks on the sands of time. These findings beneath the dome hint at a complex history of the Temple Mount, a history that's far more layered and intertwined than what meets the eye. These discoveries remind us that every stone has a story, every artifact a tale, and every excavation a chance to rewrite history. Could recent events be echoing biblical prophecies, one might ask? In the past couple of years, we've seen some unusual occurrences that have left many scratching their heads, and others diving deep into religious texts for explanations. Among these events, the drying up of the Euphrates River in 2022 has stirred significant intrigue. The Euphrates, one of the longest rivers in Western Asia, has been mentioned numerous times in biblical texts. Its drying up is seen by some as a prophetic event, a sign of the end times. The Book of Revelation in particular points to the drying of the Euphrates as a precursor to the final battle of Armageddon. Now, while these interpretations can be quite alarming, it's essential to balance them with a healthy dose of skepticism. After all, rivers drying up can be attributed to many natural and man-made factors, including climate change and dam construction. However, the timing of the Euphrates event has raised eyebrows. It coincides with the recent archaeological discoveries beneath Jerusalem's Dome of the Rock. These findings, which challenge traditional historical narratives, have been interpreted by some as signs pointing to a complex history of the Temple Mount, potentially linked to end-time prophecies. The dome, revered by Muslims and Jews, has always been shrouded in mystery. These new discoveries hint at a rich and intricate past that intertwines with prophetic events and biblical prophecies. The uncovering of artifacts from the Second Temple and Byzantine periods, for instance, could be seen as signs of prophecies slowly unfolding. These events and discoveries at the dome are not just reshaping our understanding of history, they're also sparking conversations about prophecy and the end times. Are we witnessing the fulfillment of apocalyptic prophecies, as some suggest? Or are these simply fascinating coincidences in our ever-evolving world? The debate will undoubtedly continue. One thing is certain though, these events and discoveries at the dome seem to suggest a fulfillment of apocalyptic prophecies. As we delve deeper into the mysteries of the Dome of the Rock and its storied past, we may find more pieces to this prophetic puzzle. What obstacles stand in the way of building the Third Temple in Jerusalem? It's a question that echoes across the ages, reverberating through the hallowed halls of history and into the complex realities of today. The anticipated construction of the Third Temple is a topic steeped in religious, historical, and cultural significance. Yet, it's a dream that faces formidable obstacles. Foremost among these is the presence of existing Islamic structures on the Temple Mount, including the revered Dome of the Rock. Constructed in the late 7th century, the dome stands as a symbol of Islamic faith, marking Prophet Muhammad's ascension to heaven. For Jews, the same site is seen as the location of the ancient temples of Jerusalem, further complicating the situation. But the challenges don't stop there. The question of rebuilding the temple also sparks intense debate within Orthodox Judaism itself. There are differing views, divergent interpretations, and deep-seated beliefs that influence attitudes towards the temple's reconstruction. On one side of the spectrum are those who assert that the Third Temple should be built immediately. These advocates argue that the temple's construction is a religious obligation, a divine commandment that must be fulfilled regardless of the circumstances. They point to the recent archaeological discoveries beneath the dome and the drying up of the Euphrates River as signs that the time for action has come. Yet, on the other side, we find a more cautious stance. Many within Orthodox Judaism hold the belief that the temple's rebuilding should be left to the Messiah. They argue that human intervention is not only unnecessary but could even be detrimental to the divine plan. For them, the temple's construction is a messianic event, a sacred occurrence that will herald a new era of peace and prosperity. So as we delve deeper into the complexities of the Third Temple, we find ourselves navigating a labyrinth of beliefs, interpretations, and historical contexts. It's a journey that takes us to the heart of our shared human history, challenging us to reconcile the past with the present and the sacred with the secular. While some groups actively advocate for its immediate construction, Orthodox Judaism generally awaits the Messiah for the temple's rebuilding. How have archaeologists redefined our understanding of the Dome of the Rock? Let's dig a little deeper into this fascinating question. The role of archaeologists in unearthing the hidden stories beneath our feet cannot be overstated. Their work is akin to that of detectives, piecing together fragments of the past, each carrying its own secret tale. And few names stand as tall in this field as Robert Hamilton and Israeli archaeologist Dr. Gabi Barai and Zaki Dvira. Robert Hamilton, back in 1927, first broke ground on the secrets buried beneath the dome. His work laid the foundation for the understanding of the site's complex history. He uncovered the existence of structures dating back to the Second Temple period, an era of great significance to both Jewish and Christian histories. This was a game-changer, challenging the traditional narratives surrounding the dome. Fast forward to the present day, and we find Israeli archaeologists Dr. Gabi Barai and Zaki Dvira continuing this pioneering work. Their meticulous exploration has thrown light on the existence of a Jewish mikveh, a ritual bath and artifacts from the Byzantine era. It's like peeling back the layers of time, each revealing a new facet of the rich tapestry of human history. These discoveries are not just about unearthing objects, they're about understanding the people who used them, their beliefs, their hopes, their fears. They're about connecting with our shared past and realizing how it shapes our present and our future. They redefine our understanding of the Dome of the Rock, presenting it not just as a religious site but as a symbol of humanity's intertwined histories and shared experiences. So what does this mean for us? It means that beneath the dome of the rock lies a story that transcends religious and cultural boundaries. It's a story of human endeavor, faith, and resilience. It's a story that belongs to all of us. These revelations beneath the dome of the rock offer profound insights into our shared human history, presenting the dome as a key symbol in understanding our past.